Nigel Farage is a great believer in freedom. You can see his show on GB News on the flashnews.com.au website and app as well, is where you can find it live each and every day. And he joins us here on the show every week. Great man. So Prince Charles, we heard before, a bag full of money. Now it's a $1 million donation from the Bin Laden family. Why is he going door to door asking for money?
Well, he runs a charity and he believes in his trust and he needs to raise money for it. But I tell you what, there are many people Charles could raise money from, but to go to the Bin Laden family begs the question, how can somebody who is supposedly intelligent be that damn stupid? And all of this, of course, on the back, you remember the story just a couple of months ago of the €1 million that he was given in a suitcase in €500 notes. The guy clearly has no judgment at all. And in this case, it's even worse because the press reports that have not been denied are that those around him said to Charles, for goodness sake, do not take money from the Bin Ladens. And in a boneheaded and stupid way, he proceeded. And he's just, month after month, doing the royal family so much damage. I mean, as if they haven't got enough trouble with Prince Andrew already. So it really is. I'm afraid I'm actually very, very worried about it. I've always been a bit of a Charles sceptic when it came to the whole question of succession. Now I think there are some really major question marks.
I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. I think that the Commonwealth will disband under his watch as king, or it'll be renamed something. Watch this space, because we've seen it with the Commonwealth Games and we've seen some of the things that he said about colonial past. So I say watch this space. Now, Taylor Swift, of course, is apparently a climate criminal because, God forbid, this lady who does a rehearsal and a show in a different city every single night has a private plane where she flies from city to city to city. How dare she be a multi-millionaire who can pay for a way to not have to fly coach? And she's a climate disgrace, apparently, unlike Greta Thunberg, who, of course, floated on bottles to New York.
Well, of course, you see, it's difficult nowadays for Marxists just to attack people because they've got money, because Taylor Swift is so enormously popular. So you can't attack her for being rich, but you can use climate, you can use global alarmism as a means of attacking her. And you know, this links into the previous thing we discussed about what's going to happen to the Commonwealth, what's going to happen to the future of the English-speaking world. If you think about it, Taylor Swift, this story is one little vignette of a much bigger game that is going on. The entirety of Western civilization, everything we've built, the values upon which things have been founded, and indeed, previous generations went out and spilt much blood to defend. The whole thing is under attack by this virus of Marxism, which has taken over huge parts of our mainstream media landscape, infested our universities. We've got some massive challenges coming up in the next few years. And you know what? If we don't win them, we're sunk.
Well, and if you want to be part of the fight, not only should you be watching this show, watching Nigel's, there's a chance for Nigel to be heard unfettered, uninterrupted by me. Great man, you're coming to Australia and we get to see you with our own eyes.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought at one point the Australian government might keep the country locked down forever. But no, it's okay. I can come to Australia again. I'm coming in the last week of September. I'm going to be speaking in Brisbane, in Melbourne, in Sydney. That'll be me. And it'll be called An Entertaining Evening with Nigel Farage. And I'll talk about, my relationship with President Trump, some of the things that happened in the European Parliament that as yet I've not disclosed. I'll talk about the great fight to save the West. And the week will round off with the CPAC conference in Sydney. So I'm looking forward to coming enormously.
Tremendous. We'll make sure that the link is up on our Facebook page. Buy your tickets. Quick and fast, get into the front lane to be able to make the most of the chance to hear from the great man in person in September. So good to see you, Nigel. Talk to you next week.